children. I'm very happy to welcome you all to this video session. Once again, welcome children. And now we are going to see chapter 3. Anybody recall the name of the chapter? Yes? It is Bill, Profit and Loss. Yes? So already in the previous video session, you would have started exercise 3.1. So here we are going to continue the exercise 3.1. Okay children, shall we begin? Yes. So you have been given the sum. Fill up the appropriate boxes in the following table. So a tabular column is given with the CP values, MP values, and SP. You have to find it out. Discount, profit and loss. So some of the values we have to find it, and we have to fill up the boxes. So let us begin the first sum. Here you are being given the CP as 110, MP as 130, and the discount is given as nil. So nil means there is no discount. So in the place of nil you can write 0 also. Okay. So here I have to find what is the SP value. Yes. So SP is given by MP minus discount. So MP minus discount is the value for SP. Okay. So what I should do? I have to substitute the values of MP and discount. On substituting the values, I have to write it as 130 minus 0. Yes. So that becomes 130 rupees. Yes. So that is the SP value. Now I've got my SP value. So what should I do? I have to compare my SP and CP. So on comparing SP and CP, I find that my SP is greater than CP. So when it is like this, I say that there is a profit. Yes. So to find profit amount, I have to subtract SP and CP. Yes. Now we are going to substitute the values of SP and CP. So what is SP? 130. And what is CP? 110. So we are going to subtract both the values. So on subtracting 130 minus 110, what should be the value? Yes, it is 20. Yes, so I get a profit of 20 rupees. So there is a profit of 20 rupees. Yes, next question. Now the same values are given for MP and CP. So CP is 110 rupees, MP is 130 rupees. Now the discount is 10 rupees. Okay, so that is the only change in the second question. So in the place of 0, we are going to substitute 10 rupees where discount is used. Okay, so SP is equal to MP minus discount. That is the value. That is the formula. Yes. So MP is 130 minus discount, that is 10. On subtracting these two numbers, okay, these two values, what will I get? 120 rupees as the SP value. Yes. Now compare SP and CP, which is greater? My SP is greater than CP. Yes. So there is a profit. So now tell me, what is the profit formula? Profit is equal to SP minus CP. Now we are going to substitute the values of SP and CP. What is SP? We have found the value as 120. And what is CP? It is 110. And now what is SP? We have found the value as 120 rupees. Now we have to substitute these two values and subtract them. Yes. So 120 minus 110 will give me the value for profit as 10 rupees. Yes, that is the value to be written in the tabular column. Yes, now we'll move to the third sum. Here we have been given CP as 110, MP as 130 and discount as 30 rupees. Okay, so here we are going to find what is SP using the formula MP minus discount. On substituting the values for MP and discount, what is that? 130 minus 30. Yes, and what will be the answer? 100 rupees. That is the value for SP. Yes, now what should I do? Yes, very good. We have to compare SP and CP. Now, when I compare SP and CP, it seems that my CP is greater here. Yes? So, what it means? It means that there is a loss. Now, how to find loss? Now, you have the formula loss is equal to CP minus SP. Yes? Now, we are going to substitute the values for CP and SP and we are going to subtract them. So, what is CP? CP is 110 minus SP is 100. Thus, we get 10 rupees as the loss. Yes? Now, the fourth sum. Here, we have been given CP as 110, MP as 120 and loss as 10 rupees. Yes? So, now what should I do? The previous sums, only 3 things, CP, MP and discount. Now here, again 3 things only, but instead of discount, we have been given loss. So there's a little bit change. So now what I should do? Since loss is given, we are going to use the formula for finding loss. That is, loss is equal to CP minus SP. Now using this formula, I'm going to find what is my SP. Yes, because loss amount is given and CP amount is given. Only thing is that I have to find what is SP. So using this formula, we are going to find what is SP. Now here I am going to substitute the values of loss. So 10 rupees, that is equal to CP is 110 rupees minus SP. Yes, now what should I do? I have to subtract 110 minus 10 so that my SP is 100 rupees. Yes, children, understood? Now, I have to find discount. Yes, so discount is equal to MP minus SP. So, this formula we are going to use and we are going to find what is the discount amount for this. Yes, so MP is given as 120 and SP we have found the value as 100 rupees. On subtracting these, I will get the discount as 20 rupees. That is the answer. 20 rupees is the discount for this fourth sum. Yes? Now, the last one. MP is equal to 120. Discount is equal to 10 rupees. And profit is equal to 20 rupees. Yes? So here, mark price is given, discount is given and profit is given. So what I have to find? Can you tell me? Yes. First, using the discount formula, I am going to find what is SP because my mark price and discount values are given. So using these two, I am going to find what is SP from the above formula. Yes, discount is equal to MP minus SP. Substituting the values of MP and discount, I'll get 10 rupees is equal to 120 rupees minus SP. Now, on subtracting 120 minus 10, I will get 110 rupees, which is the SP value. Yes, so we have found what is SP. Now, what should I do? Yes, and profit is given. When the question, look at the question. In that question, profit is given. So, we are going to find what is CP using profit. Okay, why we are using profit formula? Because SP is given, profit is given. So with these two I can find what is CP using the profit formula. Yes, so profit is equal to SP minus CP. Now I can substitute the values of profit and SP here. So on substituting, what I'll get? 20 rupees as a profit, that is equal to SP is 110 minus CP. Now I'm going to subtract 110 minus 20, that is equal to 90 rupees, which is the value for CP. So now I have found all the missed blanks in the boxes. These answers will be written in the tabular column like this. Yes, so I filled up the boxes. Yes, children, understood the fourth sum? Very good. So let us move on to the next question. So here fifth question is given as Rani bought a set of bangles for rupees 310. Her neighbor liked it most. So Rani sold it to her for rupees 325. Find the profit or loss to Rani. So this is the question. So there's a person called Rani and she had bought a set of bangles for 310 rupees. Now after seeing the bangles, her neighbor liked it most. So Rani, what she did? She sold her bangles for 325 rupees. Now what we have to do is we have to find whether it is a profit or a loss to Rani. Shall we move on to the solution, children? Solution. Given CP for set of bangles. So the cost price for the set of bangles is rupees 310. That is the cost price. Yes. Now how much did she sell the bangles for? That is the selling price. CP for the set of bangles is equal to rupees 325. Yes. So first we have written what is CP and what is SP for the above question. Now what we have to find? We have to find whether it is a profit or a loss. So what should we do? We have to compare both CP and SP. So when I compare both the values, I can find that my CP is less than SP. So in this case, it is a profit. So what is the formula for profit? Profit is equal to SP minus CP. Now substitute the values of SP and CP in the formula. That is equal to 325 rupees minus 310. So when I subtract these two values, the answer will be rupees 15, which is the profit. So I have to write the answer as, therefore profit to Rani is rupees 15. Understood, children? Yes? Very good. Next question. Sixth one. Sugan bought a jeans pant for rupees 750. It did not fit him. He sold it to his friend for rupees 710. Find the profit or loss to Sugan. So this is the question. Now let us move on to the solution. What is given? CP of the jeans pant, that is equal to 750 rupees. Now after selling, what is the selling price? SP of the jeans pant is equal to 710. Yes. So we have to find whether it is a profit or a loss to Sugan. So what should I do next? I have to compare the values of SP and CP. When I compare both the values, I find that my CP is greater than SP. So it means that there is a loss. Now tell me, what is the loss formula? Loss is equal to CP minus SP. Yes. Now we are going to substitute the values of CP and SP. CP is equal to what? 750. And what is SP? 710. So on subtracting 750 minus 710, I will get the value as 40 rupees, which is the loss. So how will I write the answer? Therefore, loss to Sugan is rupees 40. Yes. Understood, children? Understood the fifth and the sixth sum? Yes? Now let us move on to the next question. Seventh question. Somu bought a second-hand bike for rupees 28,000 and spent 2,000 on its repair. He sold it for rupees 30,000. Find his profit or loss. Now, solution. Given CP of the second-hand bike is equal to 28,000 rupees. Okay, so this is the CP of the second-hand bike. Now, he has spent 2,000 rupees on its repair. So, we have to include that also. Amount spent on repair is equal to rupees 2,000. Now, when you look at these two statements, both are the amounts spent by him on the second-hand bike. So, I can write that as total CP. Okay. So, 28,000 rupees plus 2,000. When I add this, I will get 30,000 rupees, which is the total CP of the second-hand bike. Yes. And it is given that SP is equal to 30,000. Yes. He has sold the bike for 30,000 rupees. That is the selling price of the bike. So it is 30,000. To find whether it is a profit or a loss, I have to compare the values of SP and CP. Now when I compare the SP and CP values, I find that both are equal. So when it is like this, I say that it is neither a profit or a loss. Therefore, there is no profit or loss for Somu. Yes, children? Understood? Yes. Next question. Eighth one. Muthu has a car worth rupees 8,50,000 and he wants to sell it at a profit of 25,000. What should be the selling price of the car? Let's move to the solution part. Given CP of the car is equal to 8,50,000 rupees. Okay. And expected profit. He wants to sell the car at a profit of 25,000. So we can write it as expected profit is equal to 25,000. Okay. So we should find what is the SP of the car. Okay. So since he is expecting a profit, we have to use the profit formula to find what is the selling price. Yes or no? So using the profit formula, that is profit is equal to SP minus CP. Here we are going to substitute the values of profit and CP. Yes, using these two we are going to find what is the selling price of the car. Yes, so profit is given as 25,000, that is equal to SP, we don't know the value. So we are going to retain the value SP as SP itself minus what is CP? 8,50,000. So now we are going to add these two. Yes. So SP is equal to 25,000 plus 8,50,000. Why it is like this? Because when I take 8,50,000 to the other side of the equation, minus will become plus. Yes. So that is why we are adding 25,000 and 8,50,000. Yes, children. So on adding these two values, what is the value I get? 8,75,000, which will be the selling price of the car if I expect a profit of 25,000. Yes. Therefore, selling price of the car should be rupees 8,75,000. Understood, ma? Yes. Now, the ninth question. Valarmati sold her pearl set for rupees 30,000 at a profit of rupees 5,000. Find the cost price of the pearl set. Okay. So, solution part. Given SP of the pearl set is equal to 30,000 and profit is given as 5,000. Okay, we have to find what is the cost price of the pearl set, right? So we are going to use the formula, that is CP is equal to SP minus profit. Since profit and SP are given, we are going to use the same profit formula. Here I have just interchanged the values profit and CP. Okay. In the previous sum also we use the same formula. What is the formula? Profit is equal to SP minus CP. Yes. So here I have just interchanged the values of profit and CP. So here you get the formula as CP is equal to SP minus profit. Yes. Now substituting the values of SP and profit. So SP is 30,000 minus profit is 5,000. On subtracting these two, I get the answer as 25,000, which is the CP. Yes, therefore, the cost price of the pearl set is rupees 25,000, which is the final answer. This is how you are going to write the answer. Yes, children? Now, okay, 10th sum. If Guna marks his product to be sold for rupees 325 rupees and gives a discount of rupees 30, then find the SP. Solution. Given marked price, that is MP of the product, is equal to rupees 325 and discount is equal to rupees 30. Now we have to find what is the SP of the product. Since we have to find what is the SP of the product, we are going to use the formula discount is equal to MP minus SP. Since I have to find what is SP, I have interchanged the values SP and discount. So the formula becomes SP is equal to MP minus discount. This is the formula. Yes. Now we are going to substitute the values of MP and discount. That is 325 minus 30. Yes. On subtracting these two values, I can get the value of SP as 295 rupees. So, what is the selling price? Therefore, the selling price of the product is 295 rupees. Okay, children? Okay, children. So, we have stopped till the 10th sum of exercise 3.1. We'll be continuing the other sums in the next video session. So till then, take care children. Thank you and bye.